And can I ask, when people order yarn, what colors do you get that just fly off the shelves right now? What's in?
I'm noticing semi-solids are going better, and the silk and merino is one of my hottest pieces. So
yeah, I think that's what I love to knit with. So I can see.
Okay.
What do you like to knit with? What's your favorite yarn that you sell that you like? Because obviously you knit with your own yarn, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of opportunity to, but because it's only been, I've only had most of my yarn bases for like 6 months.
Okay.
So I love just 100% merino.
Yeah.
It's so versatile. Do anything with it. I mean, of course, I love the other ones too. The silk and merino is really good, but it's washable.
Yeah.
The
very cool.
merino. So, and I love to dye it because it takes dye differently than the other ones, and it's one of my favorites. I think I call it Lublu, which is means love in Russian.
Oh,
My husband's from Russia, so it's my favorite. I love it, and I love yarn, so it was my first one to do. So that's why I called it Lublu.
What a great name!
Thank you.
So I have your little yarn skeins, your little big yarn skeins actually. I have your yarn skeins here ready to show off for the winners, what they're going to receive. So we have 4 winners that can win a skein of yarn, and you sent me 2 different types of yarn. One's called opulence, correct? And
opulence.
That's the fingering weight. And it's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, yum, and 10% nylon. And this stuff is so squishy. It's really great.
It is so nice.
It's really nice. So, and it's really beautifully hand painted. You can't really see the colors, but I'm going to definitely photograph these skeins so you can see them up close and personal on the site when we do the giveaway. But they're really, really pretty. And you sent me some really fun colors, especially this one that I'm holding here. It's got like the burgundies and the greens and the browns and stuff. It's very fall, so I think people will like that.
Yes, very fall.
Yes.
Yep.
And then here's the second opulence color, and that one's fun. That's got purples and turquoises and greens and oranges, so that one's a lot of fun too. And the other one that you sent me was Soulful, and that's 40% alpaca, 40% superwash merino wool, and 20% nylon. And it's beautiful lavenders and pinks and grays. You have a real eye for color. Your colors are very strong and bold, but they're not overwhelming. So very, very well dyed.
Thanks.
So
kind of a tricky thing to find. Colors go well.
Yes.
It's a total disaster. Sometimes it turns out even better than I thought.
Yeah, so talking about disasters, what's been your worst knitting or yarn dyeing disaster?
Well, I would say a yarn dyeing. It wasn't actually with the dyes, thank goodness. I had like 3 pots going on the stove, and I had a pie plate sitting on one burner. And I really thought that I turned the front burner on, and I accidentally turned the back burner on.
Oh, no.
Where the pie plate was. Oh. So, like 10 minutes later, all of a sudden we hear this big burst.
Boom, yeah.
And there's glass all over the kitchen floor, and it's just a mess. And I stepped on a piece of glass, and...
Thank goodness you weren't in the kitchen.
I was, actually.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Did you get hit?
Well... I didn't, but I stepped on the piece of glass.
Yeah, once you turned around.
Burned my foot because it was hot.
Oh, no. Well, no more pie plates while you're...
No more pie plates. That was the last one. I got rid of it. I got something else to steam the yarn on. Yeah, so that was... And there's little brown spots on the floor from the glass because it was so hot. It burned the floor. And,
yeah.
But it's replaceable.
Do you do... Yeah, it's good that you're not hurt. That's first and foremost. That there's no glass pieces in your hands or something. So I was going to say, why don't we tell the viewers what we would like to have them comment on when they enter the giveaway. I always give the sponsor the opportunity to come up with either a question or the direction of the comment that they would like the followers to reply to.
Okay, well, when I was doing this disaster, it reminded me of when I was a kid, and I had a disaster because these little glass things burnt the floor. Well, when I was a kid, I dropped a cast iron pan hot on the floor, and it took out like an 8-inch round section of linoleum.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe just kind of comment if you had a childhood disaster. Whoever has the best stories will win the yarn.
Okay, cool. We can do that.
Okay.
We usually randomly generate the yarn, the winners, but we could do where we have a few that could win just from picking. So why don't we do half and half? So a couple people, Angela will pick out which story she likes, but we have to keep the stories to a smaller size. So only, so many sentences, everybody, so we can read through them. And she'll go through and she can pick a couple of people that she liked their disasters the best, and then we'll also pick a couple winners randomly. How about that, Angela?
Sounds great.
Good.
Sounds great.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you, Angela, for visiting us here at Yarn on the House. And
My pleasure.
I'll definitely be linking to all of your shop links and all of your important information so people can go and check out your store and see all your fancy colors. So,
thank you.
Okay.
Sounds wonderful.
Bye.
Bye. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Oh yeah. It's recording. See the fish in the background?